All right, so on to the next, next topic, which is ISO spacing. Um, First thing you'll see here is ISO spacing isn't complicated. ISO play, however, can get really complicated. A lot of things that I see overlooked goes back up to the chess passing as mentioned. Um, with ISO, it's 1v1. If you need a lot of details on it, look it up. Look up FS2 ISO. Look up NBA ISO, whatever the case is. Anyways, the thing is, you have the option of being one versus one or punishing. Usually, in this case, with a 3 point. We covered in the last video that if you're using chess passes or kill passes, you're much more likely to get off that three rather than giving the defense time to pick up and contest. Um, Anyways, we'll go ahead and get right to it. The key is that I see a lot of people kind of just like running around doing stuff rather than actually playing ISO or rather than using the correct ISO spacing. So in this clip, this is, I wouldn't say perfect ISO spacing, but this is better. So in this case, you'll notice that anyone who plays Jack will tell you that this is the easiest move to get clamped the hell up. Like, it's extremely hard to pass out of. So the help defense will usually come and pretty much block it. There's only two options for Jack: shoot it, get blocked, which he almost did here, or do this move and the help defense can come pick up. But because of the spacing, the help defense couldn't pick up in time. And like I said, focusing on correct. Oh, also, if you'll see, Murdoch can't come over close enough without committing and potentially leaving a wide open three. So, like I said, good players will always give up the two over the three. He didn't commit. Also, in this case, you'll see, like I said, he had the options of it's a mid-range jack, so you can either block or let him spin, let it get picked up, or if you don't jump, there's a good chance it's just going to be a face shot too. So he made the right play here. Like I said, the correct spacing and having those options lead to further options. So in this play, the last play you just saw that he jumped and there was nothing that the help defense could do to stop the shot. So in this case, he goes for the ram because this is a better option than leading to the last 50-50, where it's either jump or don't jump. So it goes for the ram, doesn't get it because it doesn't connect. But yeah, this is good defense again. But because of the spacing, like I said, the options really limited. It's either give up a two, guess, or guess really wrong and give up a three. Here again, we'll see, like I said, it's not perfect ISO spacing, but this is much better than a lot of stuff. So because of the spacing, um, like I said, Murdoch's forced to jump. Team can pick up. That wasn't a chest pass, so there was enough time for pickup defense in the corner. But yeah, essentially, like I said, this spacing definitely gives them much better options than, I guess we'll cover some footage of inefficient ISO spacing, which happens a lot. So this is what inefficient ISO spacing looks like. In this case, you have a Deacon, a Murdoch, assuming that they both have 100 3-point success. They're not here to cross anyone's ankles open and shoot, looking at you, new players. Um, but they are here to stress the floor. So if you just look at the way this plays out, Rebecca has the option of chucking, doing a step back and chucking, passing and chucking, going for a layup on 2 to 3 people, or there's really limited options here. And the defense is chilling because they know there's options. Like if you notice, like everyone's just pretty much chilling. He doesn't leave the paint. He rotates off because he can always get back there in time. They can switch back. Like this is the difference between, I wouldn't say good ISO and bad ISO. This is just the difference between like being totally lost and having decent spacing. That went in, but that's not the way you want to make most of your buckets. And back to the whole passing thing, like I mentioned again, like I said, it's really overlooked. Um, Anyways, we'll go to the next stuff. So in this clip, this is really a high level play. I guess you can say going from paint camping or going from rebound acquisition to ISO. And this is, like I said, another thing that sets good teams apart from bad teams. You have a 3-point Joey right here. He's ready to do 3-point Joey things. His team's ready to get the rebound as best as he can. They're fighting in the paint right now. and seamlessly they instantly just switch it up to ISO, and you'll see the flooring spacing that I was talking about is there. And this is also really good ISO defense, but it leads to a bucket, and they did that incredibly smoothly. So these are the types of things that you want to look out for, that you want to be able to do, that you want to practice, etc., etc. Um, and back to the passing thing. So kill pass is what makes, I don't know, it's a whole nother level. I won't explain ISO, but this just covers passing and covers ISO spacing. So you'll notice in this case, you get a bucket, or you could have got a bucket. Like I said, Jason is on an island right now. He can do nothing, not get a stop. They can help, and if they help, that's a three. Or he can just kind of get dicked on because he's Jason against Saru. Um, and I'll show you what I mean about the passing, as I mentioned again. So, or dunking, my bad. Oh, another thing to pay attention to is, like I said, I'm not going to cover ISO again, but at this space, he has enough space to shoot, which also means he has enough space to pass. So he can either get an open shot off. If he comes up to this where it's harder to pass, it's an easy blow by. So this is what makes kill pass characters super lethal. This isn't enough space for a Deacon to get a shot off, but if this was a Lee, that's kind of one of those buckets where it's like, oh man, whatever. Anyways, that's it for this section, and I'll hop into the next section right now.